Now your forecast first on the 4 on 5.
All right, good afternoon. It is 4 o'clock as we are tracking Francine, now coming ashore in Louisiana. Outside locally, cloudy skies, rain coming down, and the wind starting to pick up. From our Roof Doctor's camera over Mobile River, 74 degrees. Overcast skies, breezes picking up as well on the eastern shore at the Grand Hotel at Point Clear. That's our GMC cam at 76 degrees. And wave activity cranking up in Pensacola Beach. Our view from the Generator Guy's camera at the Portofino Resort this evening, temp 79, as we are now tracking a significant storm. We're going to give you all you need to know about Francine and what to expect through the night. The 4 on 5 starts right now.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News, the 4 on 5.
I'm Cherish Lombard. This is the 4 on 5. We are glad you're here. We're tracking Francine, the fourth hurricane of the 2024 season, set to make landfall in Louisiana very soon. That is the big story at 4. Francine is now a Category 2 storm. Several watches and warnings are in effect here for us throughout our viewing area, Ed, and you just got that update about the storm now being Category 2.
2 minutes ago, it just came down from the Hurricane Center, and now the storm is about now a half hour, 45 minutes away from making an official landfall. Let's give you that new advisory just coming down. This is now a Category 2 hurricane with maximum winds of 100 miles per hour. We saw some oil platforms and some buoy data showing some gusts well over 100 miles per hour. And now all the rain in that northern eye wall is continuing to march on shore. In fact, that northern eye where we now have 100 mile per hour winds moving over the parishes south of Thibodaux, now moving into Houma, and this will approach Donaldsonville, the Golden Meadow area. It's when the center here moves on shore. That'll be the official landfall. Again, now expecting that around 45 minutes to an hour from now. So Category 2 Francine will quickly weaken. It'll become a tropical storm before crossing into Mississippi, but the track did shift a little bit to the east, so the center could now pass just east of Jackson. Still going to have some significant impacts in our neck of the woods as well. Rain continues to increase around the Gulf Coast. Also out into the Gulf of Mexico, we now have a couple of rotating thunderstorms, some supercells. The tornado threat is now going to start ramping up here as we move into the afternoon and evening. Tropical storm warnings remaining in effect for Baldwin, Mobile County, and our Mississippi counties, where I'm now thinking it's likely that we are going to get some gusts over 40 miles per hour with this storm. Tornado watch in effect just offshore, but a new watch will be issued here shortly, which will include lower Alabama and northwest Florida. So here's the timing here through the evening. More heavy rain spreading in, isolated severe weather, and then as we move into the night, that's when we'll be dealing with a storm surge and coastal flooding threat. Well, obviously, with a tropical system moving in, we've deployed the News 5 weather beast. Akivia McFarland joins us live from the beast. And Akivia, how are conditions where you are right now?
Hey there, Ed. We're on the causeway right now, and actually, things aren't looking too bad. That's some good news for all the drivers I see zipping along the causeway here. Let's go ahead and turn things around so we can give you that rooftop view from the weather beast. As you can see, the bay doesn't look super choppy right now. Pretty calm. There's a little bit of light rain. Traffic's moving right along. So no major issues at the moment. But later on, heading overnight into that early morning, that's when we want to really keep an eye on our road conditions. We're expecting that high tide into the Mobile Bay around 6:30 tomorrow morning, and that's when that flooding is going to be a major possibility. If you're from the Gulf Coast, you know the causeway is one of those roadways that floods very easily once we get that heavy rain. So we're going to be keeping an eye out for that. So for now, we're going to toss things back to the studio, and we're going to continue to watch things here on the Mobile Bay. For now, in the Weather Beast, Akivia McFarland, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Akivia. A state of emergency declared in Louisiana and Mississippi. Now, it's generally more dangerous to be in areas just to the east on the right side of a hurricane due to storm rotation that tends to produce stronger wind and storm surge with a higher possibility of tornadoes and more rain. Hurricane Francine is headed straight towards the Louisiana coast, which likely means greater impacts for the Mississippi coast. That's where we find WKRG News 5's Asher Red in Bay St. Louis. Asher, waves look rough out there.
Yeah, Cherish, the rain and wind just picked up just moments ago. We've been here for about maybe 3 or 4 hours at this point, and we've kind of seen that gradual increase in the rain and the wind. Things are just getting more intense, and there are still people out and about, and we've been seeing less of that as well. But on the way here, we wanted to drive from Biloxi to where we are now in Bay St. Louis, just to see what people along the coast were doing. And we saw people getting their last-minute sandbags just hours before landfall was expected. We also saw people who were getting their boats out of local marinas, and they were trying to do whatever they could to protect their own property. And like I said earlier, it's increasingly getting worse out here. Now, of course, Francine hasn't made landfall yet, but that could soon change with 30 to 45 minutes or so. So for now, live in Bay St. Louis, I'm Asher Red, WKRG News 5.
Yeah, now I'm joining you guys live from Biloxi Beach. Thank you, Asher, for that over in St. Bay Louis. I hope you stay pretty dry. Over here, it is pretty wet as well. The wind is not too bad at this moment, but it is starting to pick up. You can see some of this seagrass starting to blow a little bit. The waves not too intense over here, but we are expecting for those to pick up as well as this rain is starting to pour down over here. Now, if you are over on Beach Boulevard on Biloxi Beach, there is still time to go seek shelter. In this general area, there are 4 different shelters, 2 in Gulfport, 1 at County Farm Road, the other at Lindman Senior Center. And if you have pets, they are accepting your pets at that senior center, but they must stay in their carriers or kennels. LaBoy Road Shelter is in Pass Christian, and then there is D'Iberville High School here in Biloxi as well. And that's where I met Julian Martinez, who lives on Biloxi Beach, and decided to go ahead and seek shelter just in case.
They're doing what they can. I'm grateful for it. Keeps me off the street for a day. Some food they're providing, water for sure. They have restroom facilities. They've given us bedding to the best of their capabilities, whatever was donated to them.
Those shelters are still open for anyone needing a place to stay, but I'm told that once those storms start to pick up, those doors will lock for the evening. Now, we will continue to bring you some live updates here on WKRG. I'm going to toss it back to you, Cherish, in the studio, live in Biloxi. Haley Kennedy, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Haley. Let's take a look at beach conditions along our stretch of the Gulf Coast. There you see Dauphin Island. And we also have Gulf Shores in the middle, looking rough. Pensacola, dark and dreary there as well. Our live team coverage continues with WKRG News 5's Alexa Daly on Pensacola Beach, Debbie Williams in Gulf Shores, and Jeremy Jones on Dauphin Island. We'll get right over to Debbie and Alexa. First, let's go to Dauphin Island. Jeremy, yesterday, Mayor Jeff Collier sent out a message to residents telling them to secure outdoor furniture as well as boats and encouraging everyone on the west end to move vehicles to higher ground. And the west end always becomes a problem when the weather gets this rough.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Cherish. I'm actually here on the west end of Dauphin Island right now, and we've been here for about 3 to 4 hours. And as you can see over here, that the waves have been crashing against the shoreline pretty intensely. Now, things have been picking up since I initially got here at noon to up to now about 4 o'clock. Now, the wind has definitely gotten stronger. The rain has gotten a bit more intense. Earlier it was like a light drizzle, but now we're seeing a bit more rainfall. And many people here, the locals and some beachgoers, are really not too scared with the weather conditions. Actually, several of them are actually excited to get out and about.
We were hoping it would go somewhere else, but you know, we're gonna stay. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. Yesterday, I fished probably 8 hours in the rain.
Yeah.
And caught some fish, so we enjoyed ourselves.
You got to make the best of it. We booked this a year in advance, so you don't know what the weather's going to do.
That's
so
true.
Just got to make the best of it. We're going to have a hurricane party.
Now the rain has intensified a little bit more, and so has the wind. So we'll keep a continued eye out here on Dauphin Island. Reporting live on Dauphin Island, Jeremy Jones, WKRG News 5.
A lot of wind there. It's also wet and windy in Gulf Shores. WKRG News 5's Debbie Williams is there on the beach where double red flags are flying. Debbie, is the wind strong enough there yet to make the grains of sand feel like little needles when they hit your skin?
You know what that's like, right? And it hasn't gotten there yet, thank goodness. You know, those double red flags have been up all day long. The surf has been building. Take a look at the Gulf of Mexico right now. So it's been building since about 2 o'clock. That was at low tide, and so it's expected to continue to build. Those waves that you're looking at now, about 3 to 6 feet, and they're continuing to build as that storm moves in closer and as we get further away from the low tide. Those double red flags up. A lot of folks on the beach this earlier today, but you can't find them now. They have all run in. We've had some light rain around here. We did run into a couple of folks, though, earlier today. They had evacuated from Louisiana, trying to get away from that storm. Their concern was also all this water.
They were saying 10-foot storm surges just a little south of us, so we figured we can escape it coming this way. We thought we'd be completely out of the path of the hurricane.
The main thing is just flooding. Yeah, just flooding. I don't think there'll be that much wind damage for where we live anyway in the neighborhood, but mostly just water.
So one of the concerns of the double red flags, especially out along Fort Morgan, that's unincorporated beaches, they have had a heck of a time trying to keep people out of the water. When those double red flags are flying, that means the waters are closed. That is for your safety as well as first responder safety. Everyone needs to stay out of the water. That is something that they've had to really be concerned about over along Fort Morgan. We are under a storm surge watch here, also a tropical storm warning in this part of the coastal communities in Baldwin County. We're going to check over in Escambia County, Florida, where our Alexa Daly is standing by on Pensacola Beach. Alexa?
Yeah, Debbie, things are still pretty calm here on Pensacola Beach. We're seeing some light rain and wind, but that could change. Red flags are flying over Pensacola Beach, and you can see that high surf kicking up in the Gulf. However, a few people were still out strolling on Pensacola Beach this afternoon. Escambia County Water Safety Deputy Chief Alex Johnson is encouraging people to stay out of the water.
We advise you to please stay out of the water until things calm down. Pay attention to our flag system. If it's red or double red, please don't go in. And obviously pay attention to the weather. If there's thunder and lightning, please seek shelter indoors.
Northwest Florida could also see some flooding later. We're under a coastal flood advisory, so be careful if you're traveling. Again, things are still pretty calm out here on Pensacola Beach as we prepare for any indirect impacts from Francine. Live on Pensacola Beach, Alexa Daly, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Alexa. Several local schools were closed today ahead of Hurricane Francine, and even more will be closed in the aftermath tomorrow. They include Mobile County Public Schools, Chickasaw City Schools, Shelton Academy, and the Government Street Christian School. Closures are being sent into our newsroom as we speak, so be sure to check the homepage of WKRG.com regularly to see if the weather will impact your child's school tomorrow or anything else you have planned. You will also find a list of closures on our app. Schedule changes where sandbags are available along the Gulf Coast. Download the free WKRG weather app for that information, as well as being able to track hurricane